Okay, here's another one on movements, functional movements you can do that are applicable to what you do in your day-to-day life. I'm tired of training this when I barely do just this in my day-to-day. In fact, I do this all the time, right? Like, I'm pushing things at different angles. I'm doing like all sorts of different stuff all the time. So I'm tired of doing this linear motion, and then when I go to do something non-linear, like hit a tennis ball, throw a punch, like do something that isn't just a linear motion, well, those muscles haven't learned to work together in that pattern. So that's when we pull something, that's when we hurt something. Yeah, sure, we're squatting 200, we're doing great at the gym, we're doing our bench, we're doing our everything, right? But it's Dawson, guys. It gets cold, it gets slippery, and you go to fall, and you don't land in that perfect squat you've been training. You land kind of off with your whole body weight. Maybe you're 150 pounds, maybe you're 200, and that's not good, right? So we're going to train, and we're going to go over free movement, because free movement is what we are born to do. It is your birthright. It's beautiful. I like what another mover, a passionate mover out there on the internet, Ido Portal, he says, is why do we move? Well, because we can. Right? Like, we have the ability to move, so we might as well move. Anyway, so here's more on the squat. So maybe you don't do this kind of get up for your squat, right? Like, you're not that kind of person. You're like, oh, I like to kind of get up from the ground like this. Like, I kind of squat down, making sure you all can hear me, see me. Yeah, it's perfect. You like squat down and you kind of go into like a crab, right? So I want to teach you guys that one. That one's really good. Really practical for getting up from the ground. Like, this is simple stuff. We're all going to be on the ground at some point in our day-to-day or within our week, and we might as well have our bodies prepared for that, so that you're happier. You're not stressed out. You're not, oh, that one kind of hurt my wrist, or you know? So from here, we're doing a couple things. We're sitting down, we're laying down, whatever we're doing, we got to get up, right? Like, we're not doing crunches. We're not training crunches. We're not going to do 20 of these. We're going to do a couple to feel how the movement feels. Okay, now I'm here. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to figure out, okay, how else do I get up when I want to get up from the ground? I got to kind of push myself up a little bit. Well, I'm in a crab walk position, so we might as well train our crab walk position, as this is going to be probably the hardest transition to getting ourselves up, our legs beneath us, and in a squat position so we can get up. So we're crab walk. Let's do a little bit of crab walk. Do what you can, right? You listen to your body. It's not like, oh, I got to do this many, this many, this many. No, do a few. Yeah, okay, I feel that. I'm feeling that. Oh, it's starting to become too much. Okay, I'll take a break from that, and that's fine. I'll take a break. It's just movement. It's not this hard workout, but your body will become trained in an incredibly fit. Like, you'll become the fittest that you've ever become if you train movement. You don't train one thing, you'll become the fittest that you can imagine, like, if you train movement. So you do the crab walk, okay? Maybe you do it on your bare hands, maybe you do it on your fingertips, maybe you're on your knuckles, whatever. A lot of times I like to do knuckles. Sometimes I want to give my fingers a break. I know my knuckles can take it, and I'm trying to, from my crab walk, either go from to one side, I'm rocking in, I'm kind of rocking back and forth a little bit. I'm trying to get that momentum a little bit, but I still have control, and I'm just trying to get my body warmed up, right? Like, get that part relaxed and check out what happens. You know, it'll progress for you how it happens. Maybe you go to the side more, right? And you train that. Like, it's you, man. Have fun with it, okay? This is your thing. There's no rules. It's you. How do you want to do it? Check it out. This is cool, right? You're training your body in this movement. So now I've come here, I come back to my crab, I sit down, I'm doing what I'm doing, I want to get back up. As you can see, I got to pull my legs beneath me so I can train that too. Train coming up onto the legs, right? And this is all functional for me just wanting to get off the ground. Getting an entire workout, and the biggest benefit is that it will benefit your life the next time you go get off the ground. Like, so I'm here, come to my crab walk, I'm just going to push up, maybe I'll slide my hands, wherever you're at, do what you do. A lot of times I slide my hands. And voila, back up, back down. And that's functional fitness for you guys. For just moving because we can, and because moving should be easy. Our body is really our temple. It is. You know, people say it all the time, and it's like this thing. It's your temple. Like, you are the force in which that lives inside the physical body. And you want to, like, express yourself in a certain way. You want to do something that ultimately is you, but you can't because you're in a prison. Because you're in a prison, and you yourself are the guard, like, to the prison. So we get to decide and how in which we want to express ourselves through our body. And that comes with a complete huge shift in the mind about what movement is and, you know, like how the body works and how it all goes together. This is something really special, and it's taken time for me to click over time that this is what I've been doing for a while, but there's a lot more people that are starting to do it around the world, and they're kind of phrasing it different ways and modeling it in different ways, and it's like, okay, yeah. No, yeah, we're all doing movement. We're all doing animal training, movement. We're all doing flow fitness. We're all doing yoga. We're all doing dance, right? Like, everybody is... Some people call it, like, you know, parkour. Some people call it, like, breakdancing, right? Where you're, like, you're just always... just whatever, right? You're training whatever. And what's so cool is that you'll see that as you start to train, like maybe 5-6 days ago, I couldn't do this like kind of backwards sort of kind of flip thing, because you got to go like this and then kick back. But I can sort of do it now, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that I can't fully do it. And it doesn't matter, because you know where I was 6 days ago? Check this out. This is where I was 6 days ago. Like, I didn't have the strength in my arm. I didn't have the flexibility to expand like that. I didn't have the belief, the trust. But just through practicing movement to movement, like, wow. It's amazing. It is. So, love you guys. Get out there and move. Because you can, like Ido Portal says.